Okay, so where is Shell? Okay, I have 3 other people that are there.
Hi, Sandy.
Shell, hello. Where are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hello. Let's pin you so that I can see you. I'm just going to invite this 3.
I don't know if I'm doing this right. Sorry.
All right. No, you are. Of course you are. Let me see. Can bring these people in. You can come in anyway, lads. I'm not going to stay on for too much longer. So I still have to read in the morning. Okay, so you can take the 4 girls linked to the man with the heart. And
yeah, I think I can take the 4 girls, and I think the man with the heart I can take, which is linked to the 4 girls. I lost you, sorry.
You're all right. I think I can hear somebody on in the background. So guys, if you've telly on in the background, will you just mute your...
No, I won't tell you.
It's not you. Is it your telly, is it?
No.
Laura, is it your telly? It's Laura's telly. Okay, no bother. Okay, so let's go back and okay, the man with the heart that we were talking about earlier. Did you hear what we were saying about him around the age of 63?
Yeah, died suddenly. Yeah, 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
He's gone actually 21, but 11 was the date he went. So I don't know if that's...
Okay, so he's gone longer than 11. So if we talk about 11 years ago, because he was so fixated kind of between 10 and 11, but heading towards 11 years, and the feeling that someone had passed, was it somebody else in the family that left around that time? Would there have been another death in the family around that time?
Yeah, his sister. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And the 4 girls, are they his girls or his sister?
Yeah, his girls.
Okay. And is this your granddad?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it make sense that I felt that at some stage there was some conflict with these 4 girls?
Yeah.
Okay. Finally got a home for this poor little gentleman. Now, the lady that I have here as well with the cancer, by any chance was she connected to him? They're a couple, are they?
No, they're not. No, I think, well, sorry, yes, she could be on that side. There's 2 on both sides, so I'm trying to work out. Yeah.
Okay, so let's stay with him for a minute and we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Just to bring him back in now. Yeah, and I'm not feeling that this fellow was particularly tall at all, okay?
No, not like towards, his age, no.
And he, I'm laughing at him because he's consistently pulling up his trousers. So I don't know, do you have any memories of that guy? And was he consistently pulling up the trousers? Yeah. Bless him. Now, I keep seeing him in a country background. So I don't know, did your granddad live out the country?
Yeah.
He was very good at giving orders. And I get the feeling with him that he didn't necessarily like to go places himself, that he would always say, will you go and get this for me? Or while you're somewhere, will you get that for me? And he just liked potting about at home all the time.
That's it, yeah.
He also had an issue with his teeth.
Yeah.
So something about whether there's false teeth or something, but I'd say he out most of the time.
Yeah.
And do you remember him wearing a green woolly hat when he was going around the yard?
Yeah, hats. He was into like hats. He wore all different,
Okay. But I'm talking about woolly one that he would have worn in the winter. And I'm feeling he had this a number of years that it had seen better.
Okay, no, I don't particularly remember that one, but yeah.
Okay. I'm sure there's loads of them around.
I remember him wearing a hat like all the time. Yeah.
I never asked you what part of the country you in.
Me, Wicklow. Well, Wexford now, sorry. Probably.
There's a good spread of people. What was I going to say to you was, it keeps making me laugh, okay? And I'm going to say this even though probably, but anyway, I know it reminds me of my own grandfather. I always say it reminds me of my own grandfather. You know when you used to cut your own bread? Well, I know some places still sell it now, but and you'd have like a doorstep of bread with like an equal measure of butter on the top.
Butter, yeah.
I just wondering, did that man ever actually feel the cold? Because he might put a hat on his head, but he still had the shirt sleeves rolled up, like,
Yeah,
never felt
yeah,
the
yeah.
cold at all.
No.
I keep wanting to talk about a son for him, though.
Yeah.
And does it make sense that son lives quite near the home place?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. He used to live near, but yeah, he's since
Okay.
moved. But yeah. Sorry.
You're all right. Did you say he's since died?
The son?
Yeah.
No, sorry, no.
No. I am. Because I was going to say the one that I was talking about that had lived near him, that I didn't feel he was dead, but I know that there is a younger man in spirit with him. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the one that used to live near him,
Yeah.
because he's still here. There's a younger man in spirit with him. I want to
Okay.
say this man only feels like, even though he's grown up, I want to say he could have been younger when he passed. Was there some story about somebody having passed, but only maybe in his 20s? Was there some kind of an accident with somebody, with some machinery or a tractor or something like this? You don't know if your granddad had lost a younger brother by any chance, do you?
I don't know that. No.
I don't feel it's a son for him, but I know that there's a younger man in spirit that he was delighted to be reconnected with. But this
Okay.
younger man, I feel, was gone first.
Okay.
Okay. And I feel like he may have only been in his late 20s when he passed. And I
Yeah.
feel like there was some tragedy around it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So there might be maybe some story related to that. But he does look
Okay.
after him almost like, a father in some way. But I know he's not a son. I know it sounds weird.
Okay.
It's all about
Yeah.
feeling. But like maybe he was a younger brother or something that he would have
Brother.
looked after or helped with something, in that kind of a way.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, the guy who used to live near him,
Yeah.
he says that guy has gone way too like his father. Okay. I want to talk about the level of stubbornness that's present, but yet that he will absolutely not acknowledge it for anybody.
No. Spot on. Yeah.
Is that your dad?
Mm-hmm.
You also have a brother, don't you?
No.
I keep wanting to talk about a man. So I don't know if you're in a relationship or something, because I keep feeling
Yeah.
like there is somebody for you that your granddad says that you've wrapped around here.
Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like he's laughing. Do you know, I'd say you were probably a little bit of a pet when you were younger, weren't you? Your
Yeah.
granddad's little pet.
Yeah.
Is there a picture of granddad standing up and you're kind of sitting on his arm there as a young girl? Does that make sense?
Yes.
When you
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of sit them on your arm almost. Sorry. Like he's here, but he's like, you knew him. And I feel he's very friendly and all, but trying to get information out of him isn't necessarily the easiest task in the world. He told
Yeah.
me to mind my business, I'd say, for asking questions, the same guy.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been doing work at the outside of your house?
Yes. Drove to Mentor. Yeah. The gardens and all around the house.
The landscaping kind of, is it?
Yeah.
And have you been leveling out stones? Like I
Yes,
was told.
grass. We've been planting grass. Like we've
Oh,
just got
okay.
it. We've leveled the whole. Yeah.
And
So
I just feel like he's saying that you've kind of done things backwards, but you've got there eventually. Does that make sense?
I knew he'd say that. Yeah, he's mad into gardening, and I was thinking he'd be watching us making a disaster of it.
Not at all. No, he says you got there eventually. You just kind of did it backwards.
Hard way. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure. Look,
Very funny.
like myself. Oh God, I'd rather eat grass now than do anything to do with gardening.
No, same with me. Hey.
I Yeah, I just want to say that some of the plants that you've picked out. Now, hey, if it's not a daisy or a daffodil, I really don't know. But some of the plants that you've picked out, I feel like you've been picking out, the way you would.
Looking at them, yeah.
And he says, just be careful because you seem to be picking out the ones that need a lot of attention or a lot of work rather than ones that are going to look after themselves. So he's just saying that to you. Do you have a little girl by any chance?
Yeah.
She's quite small, isn't she?
Yeah.
I feel like you've been stressing. Has she had a chest infection or something recently?
Yeah, she was. It was. Yeah, we were away and she got very sick. Yeah.
Oh God, love her. Look, I just feel like he's talking about your little girl, but I'd say I get the impression that he dotes on her in the way he would have doted on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel that this would have been him. He would have been very much all their kids. We'll love them, we'll cherish them, we'll give them everything they want. And I just get the impression that he sat up with her, because he does talk about everybody being worried about her and wanting to tell you, that he wouldn't let anything happen to her and all that kind of stuff,
Okay.
And he said, he said that he held her hand all night,
okay.
Nights. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a little like chain that she has with an angel on it?
She has well, at the moment she's wearing all sorts of chains, but not with an angel on it. It was a cat thing that looked like an angel.
All right, okay.
It was a pink one. It broke.
It makes sense why I'm seeing it like an angel.
Yeah, it looks like an angel. Yeah.
Well, he just said it's very appropriate for her. Okay. Little angel symbol, because that's the way he sees her.
Okay.
So he could talk about children and you when you were small all day. But trying to get anything deeper from him isn't necessarily the easiest thing in the world. Now, very quickly, the lady. So I was feeling a lady, okay, about 67, 68 years old, but would have been quite sick before she passed. And I feel that there would have been a cancer. Okay, I get the cancer indicator and I get the sickness from the treatment. I'm not 100% sure yet anyway where the cancer was. Oh, actually, I think it could have, whether it started or ended up there, it definitely would have been in the lungs at some stage. Okay. So there definitely was something with the breathing towards the end of her life. So I'm almost seeing her like that. Is it Betty White? Is that older lady that's on the television? I'm almost seeing that lady like this, someone that would always have put her bit of lippy on, brushed her hair, always looked well turned out, well presented, and never wanted to, to say that, but she didn't look her best.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
God love her. Okay. This lady doesn't connect directly to him, though. She's to the other side of the family, isn't she? The lady you're thinking of.
No, actually, the one I was thinking of connects to him.
Okay, because I tell you why I wanted to ask you another question.
Well, actually, it's a bit confusing. It could relate to their side of the family because, it could. I'm not sure which granddad's in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, they're coming through with similar.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Because I wanted to say, is there a gentleman on your mum's side of the family that has a tendency to drink a little too much?
Yes. It's connected to her, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she's worried about somebody.
Yeah, he's very sick at the moment. Yeah. That's her brother. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel though that even when she was here, that she would have worried about him. I want to talk
all the time.
It seems to me like she'd a prayer book or a Bible or something like that. The way the old people used to keep the pictures, the prayers in there, and I think his picture would always have been in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was her favourite. Yeah.
Oh, God love her. And I don't know, did you remember? I feel like for some reason that she used to sew his pants for him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She talks about him being good to her in other ways as well, you know.
Yeah.
Swings and roundabouts, as they say.
Yeah.
And she says, will you give him a kiss for me?
Ah.
And will you tell him that I love him?
Ah.
I think he feels more than he lets on to people.
Yeah.
And I think he's quite quiet about it. And she's worried that he kind of has himself resigned to be, you know, elderly and sick and all the rest of it. And she feels that he should be fighting more. And I just feel that he's not fighting enough. And that's her concern.
Okay.
Does your mum have a bracelet that belongs to her mum?
Yeah.
She blows a kiss. And she said, will you give her that for me? Sorry, I'm laughing because she actually says, I'm not going to tell her how to live her life. She said, I gave her enough of my opinion when I was there. She said, she said, I should have given her more, what's the word? Like, she should have trusted your mother's instincts more. She should have trusted that your mother was making more. And she said, tell her that I love her.
Okay.
So I think her concern at the moment is for her brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for taking those two. Because
thank you.
If I had them here when I was finished, I'd be like, what's going on?
It's just they all connected in at the end. It all sort of made sense for me. It took a while to drop.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, thanks a million, and thanks for taking them.
Thank you. Thanks.
No problem. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So we found the... Are you on here? I'm going to... Rachel Hickling was Foster. Come on here, Rachel Hickling was Foster. And stuff. When was your big day?
4th of July.
4th of July. I remember you saying that actually. As I say, things just go over my head. And because you're very what's the word I'm looking for? Sensitive, I suppose. Did they not give you any indication?
I think I was just that nervous that I was that was the overriding thing. It was just nerves because on our actual big day, it was just the two of us.
Oh, you were abroad, weren't you?
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Oh, that just sounds so exotic to me at the moment. Does it make sense that there's a lady who passed away quite young, maybe only kind of in her mid-40s?
Yeah.
But did she have a breathing condition? Was there something going on in her lungs?
The lady I'm thinking of now.
Okay. There's definitely something in that. I have no medical training, okay, so I can't say as far as I was wrong. But
I mean,
wet in her lungs.
I say no, but the lady I'm thinking of, I never actually got to meet her. It was my nana passed away 2 weeks. It was either before her 44th birthday or after her 44th birthday.
So you weren't even born?
No. My dad was like 15 years old.
Oh, God, I love him. What was I going to say to you is, I just keep feeling with this lady, and I don't know what caused it, but almost like a wetness in the lungs. You know, something you might feel with pneumonia, or if there was bleeding in the lungs or something like this, okay? And this is kind of the way it feels to me. So I don't know if she was someone that was in bed for a while and she ended up getting some kind of pneumonia. But I do feel
possibly. My nana did pass away from cancer, but as far as I'm aware, it was ovarian cancer.
Ovarian cancer, okay. So she might have been ill.
I mean, there is another lady that passed from lung cancer, but she was in her mid-50s when she died.
I felt this lady was only around my age, you know.
Okay.
So 23. Obviously. I joke. No,
is she sort of giving any indication of like how long she's been passed?
She didn't. I just want to ask you this first.
Okay.
Were you wearing a dress that you tripped over or ripped with a shoe or something on the day of your wedding? Does that make sense? I keep feeling like there's a rip
Um,
on the end of a dress. Did you get
not.
tripped, Rachel?
No, I didn't actually. I was quite well behaved.
I'm teasing you. Okay, so I
Um,
don't know if this is the right way.
I had a few people stand on my dress, but
Okay.
whether it ripped it or not, I don't think so.
Are you like me? Have you just thrown in the spare room somewhere?
I'm down in the living room.
Oh no. But what I'm saying is the
Oh,
dress just? I think my dress was thrown in the spare room for a couple of years after we went and it was cleaned.
it is actually hung in our back bedroom. Yeah.
So I don't know. Do I get this lady enough? Because I keep feeling like something's like ripped off, hanging off the bottom of the dress. You know, like some lace or some trim. I know you haven't examined it.
No, it's not that. The going back to my nana, who I thought it was originally about. We actually found her wedding dress in amongst all my granddad's belongings, and the seamstress took a portion of the edge of the lace from her dress and stitched it into the train of my dress.
So that's where the bit was hanging off the dress. Okay, how beautiful! How
That's
amazing.
why I wanted to know if they
Okay.
saw that, basically.
Okay, so the fact that she's mentioned the bit of the trim of the dress, I thought it was like, you know, when someone trips on it or something like that, it ripped. Okay, so that's what you were looking for. So she knew that this was part of it. God, love her. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but she's actually quite a funny lady, and I know even she's gone so long that you wouldn't know, but does it make sense that I'm feeling that you're very unsettled since you came home? Because she's saying now that this change has happened for you, it's like you have a list of other things that you want to change. Okay.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense a little bit, yeah.
I don't know if you're looking to make a change to the house or you're looking to change the house. There's something about the house. Okay.
We're looking to change things in the house. We're not looking to move.
Okay. It's just some change.
Or I'm not looking to move.
Are you happy where you are?
Yeah, definitely.
And her point isn't that she's given out to you. Her point is that you always move so quickly onto the next thing that you don't give yourself time to be happy and, you know, just enjoy where you are. And this is what she wants for you. God love her. I don't know if you've been feeling a little bit run down. She says you haven't been looking after yourself. Have you been getting some headaches recently?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah.
Now look, unless she was a doctor when she was alive, she hasn't become a doctor just because she's passed over to spirit. But what she's saying to you is to look after yourself first. Okay, so it's about making sure you're not run down, you know, that you're okay before you start looking after other people. And she just said, would I tell you that although she would have loved to have been here in person, she's most definitely was there. Okay.
She said what, sorry?
Somebody's moving around. That although she would have loved to have been there in person,
yeah,
that, you know, that she was definitely there with you on your day. Okay.
Good.
Did you have an argument with your mum on the run up to your big day?
I had arguments with family members, but not with my mum.
Okay.
Or rather, my mum had arguments with family members on my behalf because they didn't seem to want to talk to me.
Okay, this is probably what I'm supposed to be picking up on, because she was definitely talking about your mother arguing. Okay, and I'm saying, no, that's not right. Okay, but it wasn't necessarily with you, it was with other people. Okay, look, she's just trying to give you little tidbits just to let you know that she was around through the build-up, through the day. She knew about the trim on the dress, you know, all those kinds of things, you know. So don't worry. If she was there, I'm sure she brought a ton other people with her as well, you know. So there's a lot
Yeah,
of,
unfortunately, I've lost. Well, you know,
yeah,
over the like talking to you and stuff, who I've
yeah,
lost recently. So that's nice to know that they was there.
bless her. I think it's lovely that she acknowledged the trim on the dress, you know, because
Yeah.
that was one thing that you did to bring her into it, and she obviously appreciated that. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
One
thank
other question I've got, if not, if you could tell me, is my granddad with her?
Your granddad didn't pass away for some years after that, wasn't it? Was it?
My granddad only passed just over a year ago.
Okay.
He was without her for a long time.
I have to be honest and say I don't think that I'm connecting with your granddad, but I asked her, and what she said to me was that he had lived on for a long time after her, and she says that I'm to tell you, okay, and it's very tongue in cheek, and he has got that kind of cheeky sense of humor. She says that I'm to
From
tell
what I've been told about her, that makes sense.
she said I'm to tell you that she's still training him.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
When she's got him back to where he used to be, she says she'll bring him through for you. Okay. So she does have him there, but maybe it's just a little too soon. He's probably still a bit emotional, because you know yourself
Yeah.
often that, you know, a month in earth time is like a day in spirit time. So
Yeah.
like 12 days to them. So, but you know, they've definitely met.
As long as they're together.
She's training him. So she's looking after him. Okay, Pet?
Okay, thank you.
Take care. You look tired. Get some rest.
I'm absolutely knackered.
Oh, God bless you. Okay, guys, and I am as well. So I want to thank everybody. I stayed on much longer than I thought I would. I said I'd maybe do